All right. Now, guys, if you haven't printed out this circle cheat sheet off of Canvas, it's at the very top of the circles module. This will help you a lot. Okay. Um, it just says circle, and it's on there. Circle cheat sheet. It says please print. But that's going to help you a lot on this. And guys, let's be honest. I mean, as far as the test goes, I mean, it can help you on the test. Um, really, not good. All right. So, guys, here, let's talk about what we have here. Now, guys, if a line comes from the outside of a circle and it only touches the circle in one point, these are called tangent lines. And guys, tangent lines are used a lot in calculus. Um, but but anytime a line touches a curve or a circle, anything that it touches at one time, that is known as a tangent line. Okay. So we're going to assume all these are tangent lines, but that's not. I just want to make sure you guys knew what a tangent line was, but that's not going to be the main focus. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, so guys, on these particular, now what you're trying to find is angle B. Okay, so you got two tangent lines making an outside angle. Okay, now any exterior angle, here is your formula. Now I'm going to label arc A and B here in just a sec. Okay, what's up, y'all? Just grab you one of them papers on that desk right there, man. We just got started. Okay, so any arc that's on the outside, any angle that is on the outside, regardless if it's secant, tangent, whatever, this is going to be your formula. Arc A plus arc B. So we'll call what's inside here A, and we'll call what's left over, this big major arc here, we'll call it B. Okay? So A is what's inside the two tangent lines. B is what's left over. Okay? Does everybody understand that, what arc A and B is? Okay. So now, arc A is 122. Now, arc B, guys, what you're going to have to do, if this is 122, the whole circle is 360. To get arc B, you're just going to subtract those two, and that will give you arc B. Okay, so 360 minus 122, that is 238. So 122 plus 238. Arc B here is 238. Divided by 2 equals the exterior. Okay. So guys, this is the one in question here. Okay. So all you're going to do here is simply just do what the formula says. You're going to add those together. So 122 plus 238 divided by 2. Just a second. Something right here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That was my fault. That should be subtracted. I know something was wrong. Something was wrong. Yeah, that was my fault. All right, we're gonna have to let the arc. We're gonna have to let A be the big guy here. Let B be the small one. Okay. All right, that was my fault. That is interior angles when you add them together. Okay, so arc A minus arc B. Okay, so arc A is 238 minus 122. I knew something was wrong. All right, now 238 minus 122 divided by 2 is 58 degrees. So the measurement of angle B is 58 degrees. So guys, that was my fault there. I'm sorry. You always to get when you have the outside an external angle or exterior angle, it's going to be you're going to subtract the two angles and then divide by 2. Okay. So that would be the answer for number 1. Okay. Now let's look at number 2. It's a little bit different. Okay. All right. Now, guys, inside here we're going to let it be arc B. Outside here we're going to let it be arc A. Okay. And then the exterior angle is 58. It's actually the same problem. It is. We'll work it out so we get the same thing. Yeah. All right. Okay, so guys, what we're going to do here, we don't know this or we don't know this. So what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to leave B. So it's going to be. We'll let arc B. We'll just let it be X. Okay. We'll let arc B be X. All right, now we're going to let arc A. Now, guys, think about this. If this is X, what would be the equation for what's left over? How many degrees is in a circle? 360. So what that will be is A will be 360 minus X. Okay. Now, so let's set this up. So arc A is 360 minus X. All right. So arc A is 360 minus X. Arc B is just X. So we're going now, guys. That minus there is going to be that's in our formula here. Okay, minus X divided by 2 equals 58. Okay, or you can just put 58 or 58 degrees. Okay, so what we need to do first, we need to clean this up on top. Okay, so that's going to be 360 minus 2x divided by 2 equals 58. Okay. Now, where do I go from here? How do I clear this fraction here? Nick, put that phone up. Put that phone up. How do I clear this fraction? Need to multiply, right? We'll multiply by the denominator, which is 2 on both sides. That's going to be 360. This will cancel out, right? That cancels out. That'll be 360 minus 2x equals 58. Excuse me, that's going to be 116 there, so we're going to times it by 2. 116. All right. Now we're going to get our x by itself, so we're going to subtract this 360 first. All right, now, so we got 116 minus 360. It's negative 244. Okay. All right. Then divide by negative 2. That is 122. So x equals 122. Now, so guys, do we really need to solve? Do we need to do any more here? Because if if what's asked the question being asked, we made it x, right? So x is 122. So am I done with this problem? Yes, because you already know what x is. So x is. And if you think about it, guys, with the exterior angle being the same, notice that was one of the angles up here. Okay. All right. All right. Number 7. All right. Let's see. Okay. So guys, what that is a tangent angle. A tangent with a secant tangent secant angle. That's okay. So guys, what that's going to be. All right. Come on, man. All right, now. So angle. So two. Let's see. 2 times the measurement of angle TSR equals arc SR. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll get the writing off the screen if I ain't care. All right. Now, so that's going to be 2 times 85 degrees equals 170. So that's kind of like a inscribed angle. If you think about it, it's a little different, but it's about like an inscribed angle. All right. Yeah, you would divide it. You would do 360 minus 258. You may do it real quick. All right. So we got the guys. This part right here, that part right there, that x. To get it, we're going to do 360 minus 258. That should give us 102 there. Okay. So what that gives us here, what that's going to be is 102. Okay. All right. Now 102. So it's just the guys to get this. Remember, it's 2 times. If you go by the same formula we just had, it'd be 2 times angle SRQ is equal to arc RQ. But now you're trying to get the angle measurement this time, right? So you're going to divide by 2 on both sides. So that's going to be to measure angle SRQ equals. We're kind of deriving here too. Now, but guys, what do we know? What's the measurement of arc RQ? RQ 102. All right, so that's going to be 102 divided by 2 is 51. is 360 minus 258. That's the missing arc. Yes. Yep. And then so y'all put that in for RQ divided by 2. That gives me the that tangent secant angle. All right, guys. Let's look at number 9. Now, guys, what we have here is a tangent. Because, guys, remember a tangent line. A tangent line is a line that touches a curve or a circle in one spot. That's a tangent. Guys, this one is a secant. It is a line. It's kind of like a chord that has an outside segment to it, pretty much. Because if you took the outside off, that'd just be a chord, right? A secant is like a chord, but it's got an outside segment attached to it, pretty much. Okay. Now, when you're doing angles, guys, when you're doing angles, if the angle's on the outside like this, it's going to be the same angle formula we just had, which will be it doesn't really matter that it's a tangent secant or a tangent tangent. If your angles on the outside, it's always that same measurement. Okay, it's always the same formula. Okay, and guys, remember, um, arc A is always your biggest one. So pretty much you could say big arc minus small arc. Okay, you kind of think of it that way. That makes more sense. Now, so let's do this. So arc A, guys, is going to be the big guy here. So we're just gonna mark him as X. So we're gonna let that be X. Okay. Now, guys, the small arc here is this 99. So that's going to be 99. And their exterior angle, it says the measurement of it is 38. So that's going to go where exterior angle is. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of that fraction there. That cancels. So x minus 99 equals 76. But the math of this stuff is really pretty easy. But now, so to get x by itself, I'm just going to add 99. Should be 175. Guys, the main thing here, just remember to subtract the big minus the small angle on when you have an exterior angle, because you don't want to have a negative angle measurement. We'll have that later on in Math 3, but you won't have this in this stuff. Okay, as far as the geometry part. All right, so x is 175. All right, guys, you wanna do 1 through 10 what's left over, and then let's come back and do to break it up a little bit. Actually, 1 through 12. If you do 1 through 12, we've already went over those. Okay. If you want to do 1 through 12, and then we'll come back together probably about 25 minutes, and we'll go over 13, or we'll go over the rest of it. Okay. Actually, the only thing we got left is 13 through 16, because 17 18, 19, and 20 are external. All right. So we'll come back here in a few minutes and we'll go over 13 through 16. Okay, so for 13 through 16, got a circle. Now, here's your formula. Okay. Arc. I know it's small over here. All right. Arc A plus arc B divided by 2 equals interior. So it's a lot like the other one, except it's adding instead of subtracting. Okay. That's the only difference. Okay. So, guys, you can call now. This is an arc. You can call it arc A if you like. This is an arc here. We'll call it B. All right. So now, arc A is 200. Arc B is 50. Divided by 2 gives me the interior angle. Okay. Now that's pretty simple. All I gotta do is add those together. Be 250 divided by 2, and when I divide that, that gives me 125. Okay. That's pretty easy. Now, guys, think about this. If this is 125, right? If this is 125, what's the angle diagonally across from it? Be the same, right? That's vertical. Remember, anytime two lines cross, the angles diagonally across from each other are the same. If that's 125, that will also be 125. Okay, this angle right here. It's not on there, but if you need it, you may do 14. Okay, so now, all right, so we don't know what arc A is. What is? Okay, so I left arc A blank because we'll let this be A right here. Okay, arc A and arc B. All right. So now we need to clear our fraction first. So we're going to multiply by the denominator. So this cancels out, gives me arc A plus 65 equals 214. Okay. 2 times 107 is 214. All right, then last but not least, we'll subtract here. So that's arc A equals, let's see, what would it be, what was that, 249? I mean 149. Yeah, 149. All right, so that would be arc A equals 149. Guys, that's really the only thing they can throw at you because, like, number 15, it's the same as 14. Okay? Guys, they're nothing but formulas. That's all. I mean, this is all these are, just formulas. Okay? The math is not too bad. And guys, 17 through 20 is the same. 17 through 20 is that same formula. I'm gonna do big arc minus small arc. Yeah, it's 149 divided by 2 equals exterior angle. That's 17 through 20. That's the same. For some reason, they were back here. I don't know. I guess I mean, I had to put it that way because I selected it, but it's that same one we use at the beginning, big arc minus small arc divided by 2, because those are external angles. One good thing about circles, if it's external, it's this. If it's internal, it's the same one, except that's going to be a plus and that's going to be an internal angle. It's the only thing different. Okay, so 17 through 20 is the same formula. Is there any ones on here you think you don't know how to do? I mean, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, they can't really put but so many. There ain't really so many different ones they can put on there. Oh, your book bag. Guys, and answer for number 20 is 104, and the answer for 17 is 45 degrees. If you want to, it is because it's 110. That's right. I need to get my calculator out. Quit doing it in my head. That'd be 55. I was thinking 143 minus 53 would be 190, but 153 minus 43 is 110. There we go. All right. Man, you done got the bubbly guts. You better get away from me, man. The bubbly gut. You got something wrong with your stomach.